Alright, I guess it was about a week or so ago that I posted a video outlining the amount of computers I got from that thrift store that was attached to a church. And I stopped in there because I had something I wanted to give the pastor. And he goes, "Oh, I have one more computer if you want it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go take a look at it, sure." And here it is. It's an IBM Aptiva. One thing I didn't realize when I shot the video this morning is that opened. And it's got a lot of writing all over it, especially the side. But a little backstory. Lately, I actually started searching on eBay. I really wanted an AMD K6 series again. I don't know why. I can theorize why. Back a long time ago, I don't know, like 2001, 2002 maybe, my school, the high school I went to, I used to be good friends with the IT guy, and they threw away a ton of computers. I got, I think, a total of 17 AT style socket 7 motherboards from them, in cases. One of which was an AMD K6. I believe that's the one I got from them. But what was crazy was there was this one board. God, I wish I had the numbers. But it was an Asus board, and if you ran a Pentium in it, you were limited to 256 megs of RAM and 233 megahertz. But when you put the K6 in there, I had a K6 550 running, I really want to say a gig of RAM, but I'm thinking probably more likely it was 512. That seems a little more realistic. I mean, I ran that machine forever. I think I finally got rid of it in like 2006, 2007. I mean, that was one beast of a machine. I mean, it ran good. I mean, I had it in one of those super tall server cases that would have came to about here from the floor. But that was a fun machine, and I've been really wanting another AMD K6 for a while. So this happens to be AMD K6 450. It's 100 megahertz slower than the one I had, and a lot more colorful. This had to be used in like a nursery or something. Something to do with kids, and I'm going to assume definitely young girls involved. But the ones I had was an AT style, which meant in the back it had the 5-pin keyboard. Probably some, well, I don't know, most of the ones that watch my videos are pretty well educated in older computers, so I don't know, this has a thing that says check voltage written on the case, but the switch has plastic over it, and it is set to 115, which is what I am running here in New Jersey of the United States. And, so, should we power it on? I'm going to take your silence as a yes. Give me 1 second, I'm going to put you on the tripod and hook up some cables. Sorry, I already yelled smoke test off the camera, but it's already plugged in. And the only thing that's left to do now is to hit the power button. That didn't sound like a good thing. Now, I did pull the memory out earlier. I don't know if you watched the video I posted earlier today about when I found it, so let me reseat the memory. Make sure it's in there good. I'm actually relying on the light from the camera right now. It's possible it could just be bad memory. what do you know? This does have 64 megs of RAM. Let's go into the setup menu, if we can. System information. AMD, I don't know how much of that you can read. Give me 1 second. I think for the basis of this video, we could concentrate more on the actual this is actually a CDRW, not a DVD-RW like I thought it was. But I think we can focus more on the monitor, where I can take a little closer look at the system the system itself in a little bit. But let's see what we have here. Video information. It's on board. It's apparently 8 megs of dedicated video to that. But you know, let me see if date and time are right. Wow, this is actually dead on. Excuse me. For me, right here in New Jersey, it is about 2:30 in the morning on August 10th. But advanced options, I'm not going to do any of that. That's all in. Believe me, if I'm going to run this thing, it's going to get a lot more memory. So let me go ahead and exit the setup and see what we have on this slightly noisy hard drive here. If we have anything at all. Dun dun dun. And, oh, this did come from a church, so this does not surprise me. I don't know if you can read this. That was in the drive. Windows Millennium Edition on 64 megs of RAM? Somebody was asking for a case of the crazies. I mean, processor-wise, we're good, but it's trying to set up the monitor, but I'm not going to let it. And my mouse is not working. So I'm going to plug it in USB. If I remember right, I don't. Oh, actually, that is available in there. That technically would be available. That is my printer. Okay, so we got the mouse working. There is a lot of... There's Linux games on here. Let me wipe off this dusty table. Okay, that sounds better. 530-108. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's this computer, like they did drivers. The atomic clock sync. What is? Ping now. You know, it probably doesn't. It's probably not going to let me on the internet, even though it is on my network right now. And it is connected. I want to see how large that hard drive is too. This old version of Firefox, I'm assuming. Oy vey. Let's see what version this is. This is 2.0.0.20. Looks like maybe from 2008. No thanks, I'll risk it. Now what I'm about to do, bear in mind two things. One, I'm on a 450 megahertz running Windows ME on a very outdated motherboard or browser. .net. I think I might have said .com, didn't I? I don't know when I rewatched the video. Yeah, that's what I had to have done. Now, okay, so we can't do it. Oh well. Big whoop. But I am running through a Wi-Fi repeater into another Wi-Fi repeater. This is ESS Solo. I got that window open, or that my door's open, so there's some sort of flying insect in here. Now, I don't have speakers hooked to it though. Let's see what kind of software is on this thing. Bible desktop. Like I said, this was used by a church. That's normal games, dictionary 2000, openoffice.org. Really want to see what version this is. Most likely, this 2.4. Wow. So that hasn't even actually been used. Oh, it's got Opera in it? 7-zip? Tux Paint. I believe I know what that is. New breed software. Tux for kids. Really trying to not. Bear in mind, I'm left-handed, and I'm left-handed and not very artistic, but it does work. Yes, I'm done. Don't bother saving, because I suck. What is that? Oh, that's the audio driver. What is Bible Desktop, by the way? And then I want to check out these things. I can hear my neighbor's air conditioner dripping on top of the steps. Actually, I can hear the neighbor's air conditioning, but it's a very, very nice night out. So I figured I would just leave these doors open and get a breeze down here. It's one major problem where I was set up back there was nothing as far as a breeze. Okay, so this is just a simple, very green Bible thing. So I can go to like Jeremiah if I can find it. Let's go to Mark 24. It's always a good one. If I can learn how to use this thing. Or not Mark 24, Matthew 24. What am I thinking? Actually, I think I had this program a long time ago on one of my computers. Or something similar. This is when Jesus was saying what the end times are going to look like. But, and always remember, no man, no, not even the angels of the heaven, but my Father only will know. Let's close that. Let's see what this view. This looks like it's a looks like it's a media player for yeah, okay. That's thumbnails. Now sadly I don't have speakers hooked up to this. In fact, the cable that went to this monitor is now in my truck, hooked to the back of the radio. But let's see what this is using for resources. I don't care. When the resource monitor, oh, okay, that's open down here. It's pretty well free. I think I'll shut this down, and I'm going to pull you off the tripod. I'll be nice and do that, you know, with it paused, and then come back and just give a little bit of the inside. Alright, so inside of here it's fairly simple. It's a very typical OEM board with very OEM stuff. It's got 3 PCI slots and looks like a 16-bit ISO. Excuse me. At first I thought this was a USB, but that's actually, it says it's a COM1. Which means it'll be another serial port. Because I thought, oh cool, I can put another pair of USB ports on it, but I guess that's it unless I go into a PCI. I guess there's your video memory there. If it has that, I'm really not too sure. Wondering if I can overclock this any. Based on those jumper settings, I'm going to take a note of the motherboard, or at least a chipset series, and find that out. It's an SIS 30. It's North Bridge, South Bridge. Can't believe the BIOS is still bias clock is still in there. But yeah, there's the ESS audio drive over there. So I don't know what else to say. I mean, all these caps look fantastic. And there's other jumpers up there which might be able to tell me more about overclocking it, but I'll probably just take notice to whatever this is and see what I can get out of it. Or I might just, for the most part, leave it alone. I mean, just put a, maybe see if I can find a better K6 processor to put in it, and leave it at that. Put more memory in it, and see what's up. Actually, real quick, I'm going to jump over to the other side of the basement, because I just remembered something. Now, one of the reasons I'm not using this workshop here is because I have stuff torn apart here that I'm not ready to fix yet. But I remembered I had this AMD K6 board. I don't remember what was in it. This happens to be a 266. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was something better than that one or not. What is this chip here? This doesn't tell me. I think, don't hold me to it, but I think it's a 64 meg chip. I guess at some point I really should get to figuring out what I'm going to do about this crossover and setting this back up. But till then, I'm just going to go ahead and say have a great day, because I'm uploading this pretty early in the morning, I guess, for most people. And have a good one.